Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's question comes from a college kid who's getting ready to go to school and wants to know, what kind of cleaning supplies do I need for my dorm? I love this question because this suggests to me that you live in a clean space right now, and you want to take that on with you as you go on to college. Now, the good news about living in a dorm is probably many of the kids that you're going to be living with and rooming with don't feel the same way. And so if you come from a cleaning background, this is an awesome opportunity for you to start your own little cleaning business and agree that you are going to keep all of the common areas clean in exchange for a little bit of money. It could be $10 per person per week or something like that that is affordable to the kids that you're living with. But then you keep the kitchen and the bathroom and the hallways and the entryways clean, which you're probably going to do anyway if you're asking this question. So you might as well make a little bit of money from it, right? Okay, so what supplies do you need? You're going to need a vacuum of some sort. And my suggestion is, don't take your mother's Dyson from home, because while she loves you and she wants you to have the best, after a couple of weeks she will regret that decision and she will miss it. So there are cheap vacuums under 50 bucks that you can get online, and I'll put links to them in the show notes. There's one from Bissell that I'm thinking about, and it's got really strong suction power, and it has a really easy to unattach hose with an attachment on it so that you can get the cobwebs out of the corners of the rooms, the floors, the ceiling, and the walls. And then also for the baseboards and those 6-panel doors that they have, you just dust those really quickly with the vacuum. So the vacuum is awesome. It works really, really well. And then when you empty it, you just push the little button and it completely empties from the bottom. So it's super easy to use. It's very intuitive. It's very inexpensive, and you'll love it. And so your friends will love it as well. Okay, so now that you have a vacuum, you're going to need a couple of basic supplies. You're going to need some kind of cleanser. And it doesn't matter what kind of cleanser you use. It could be Ajax, it could be Barkeeper's Friend, it could be Comet. You're going to use cleanser on any basin where water goes down. So that could be the inside of your bathtub, it could be the toilet, it could be bathroom sinks, it could be the kitchen sink. If water goes down the drain, then you're going to use the cleanser on the inside of that basin in order to keep it clean. Okay, so what else do you need? You're going to need some kind of dishwashing soap. This is just for washing dishes by hand and also for other chores. If there's a really thick gunk or grease that gets left in the kitchen sink, for example, that can be washed away just with dishwashing soap. Doesn't have to be expensive. And then there are some no-scratch scrub sponges that are created by Scotch-Brite, and I'm a huge fan of them. They come in yellow and green, and they come in blue. They also have a variety of other colors, but these are the common colors, and they sell them at Costco, so you can get a big bin of them if you like. But they're really great for using for sponges. On the other side, it's like a little scrubby, so that if you need a little bit of extra pressure, you have that too. So you're going to need some of those. Now, how are you going to wipe things up on a day-to-day basis? My suggestion would be paper towels. And that's just because they are disposable, and lots of messes happen in college dorms. And so you can clean that up and dispose of it, and you're done. Now, lots of dorms do not have a washing machine and dryer. And so I'm going to encourage you to stay away from things like microfiber cloths and stuff that's going to hold a lot of dust that you're then expected to go wash and rinse out, because you don't want to wash those with your regular school clothing anyway. So my suggestion would be use paper towels. You can discard them. Bam, you're done. And that would be used for cleaning the outsides and the toilet seats, the outsides of toilets and the toilet seats. It would be used for cleaning the tops of countertops and maybe the mirrors. So that is what I would use the paper towels for. You're also going to need some glass cleaner, and the glass cleaner is for your bathroom mirrors, your bedroom mirrors, and maybe the shower door if you have a glass shower door. So you're going to want to keep some kind of a glass cleaner in there as well. And then maybe you'll want a Swiffer duster. The Swiffer duster is a little handheld duster that has a disposable head on it. And after you've cleaned the entire dorm, you can just pop that head off and toss it, and then you're not storing that dust. And like I say, they're disposable. They're not cheap. It's about 10 bucks for 10 in a box if you buy them at Walmart or something. But we'll put links to all of that in the show notes. So anyway, You're going to have a duster, you're going to have some glass cleaner, you're going to have some cleanser and some dish soap, a scrubby sponge, a vacuum, and what else do you need? Probably a mop of some sort. And the mop would just be if you have hardwood floors or you have ceramic tile or you have linoleum or vinyl flooring or whatever the flooring is that's not carpet, you're going to want to mop that. And you're probably going to want to mop that 2 or 3 times a week, just because of the nature of college kids and their friends coming in and out of the dorms. There's going to be a lot of stuff tracked in there, and there's going to be a lot of sticky stuff. I don't know why, but with college kids, there's a lot of sticky stuff. So now that we're talking about sticky stuff, there is a rule that you yourself will want to implement, and that's when you bring food into your dorm room. It's okay if you eat in your dorm room, but when you leave, every time you leave your dorm room, take that garbage with you, whether it's drinks, whether they're pizza boxes, whether they're potato chip wrappers, candy bar wrappers, it doesn't matter what you ate, take that with you, because you don't want any residue and any crumbs and any of that stuff left in your room, because that will attract rats and mice and ants and little bugs that consume the leftovers that you have. So every time you leave your dorm room, you want to take any consumable edible products that you've used and the wrappings of. If you have a half-eaten pizza or whatever, don't leave it in your garbage can. Take it with you. All right, so having said that, there are a lot of things that you will learn as you keep your dorm room clean. But it's exciting that you're in this journey going to college. I'm excited for you for that. And I'm excited that you're thinking about the lifestyle you're going to live once you're there, because this is an opportunity for you to really prove to yourself and your parents that you're ready to move out into the real world and have a home of your own. So this is awesome. I'm super excited for you, and good luck. So until we meet again, take care and leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.